Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Thomas Walker, president at Wayne Community College, and we welcome you to another episode of Have You Heard? Today's guest is Joanna Morrisette. Here at the college, she is Associate Vice President of Academic and Student Services, and boy does she have a lot. Admissions and records, counseling, our library, e-learning. She has a boatload of responsibilities, but we're not here to talk about her heavy workload. We're here to talk about a recent accomplishment with the college. For those who don't know, the American Association of Community College is our national organization that advocates on behalf of community colleges and certainly advocates for our impact on workforce. And today we've invited Joanna to tell you a little bit about an award we won recently. It was their Student Success Award, which acknowledges completion and retention among its students. In other words, when you come to Wayne, you achieve your goals. Welcome, Joanna.
Thank you.
Now, the name of the initiative that was actually acknowledged was the CAPS initiative, and I think that stands for Creating a Path for Student Success.
Yes.
What issue arose on campus that got all of this started? Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, there wasn't necessarily one particular issue that we were trying to address. It was more the bigger picture. We did know that enrollment was going to be an issue. In 2008, after the recession, lots of schools, including Wayne, saw quite an enrollment increase, and we were riding that wave for a few years. But we knew that it wasn't going to last. So we knew we had to put some things in place to try to address enrollment and try to make sure that we were allowing as many students as possible to access the college. Secondly, really it was just the right thing to do. We were looking at how all of our processes work on campus and really how students access the college from the very beginning all the way through their college experience here. And we really wanted to look at streamlining processes, what we could control as a campus to make the students' experience as positive as possible.
So it sounds like what you really wanted to do was remove barriers for students, whether it be in the enrollment process or after they've arrived on campus, moving through their curriculum programs in an efficient way. Can you tell me any changes you've seen as a result of these efforts?
Sure. Well, some directly impact students, and they would notice those changes. Something as simple as when they would apply to the college, in years past, they would apply for maybe the degree program for industrial systems technology. Well, that degree program also includes diploma and certificate programs underneath it, but if they indicated that their goal was the degree, we put them in the degree and talk with them about that program. Along the way, there's the opportunity to earn certificates and diplomas, but once they had completed the courses towards those credentials, they actually had to administratively come back to admissions and records, change their major. We had to add that program, get signatures, so that they could then graduate out of it. It was just steps that were not necessary, so we wanted to remove that barrier. Again, speaking about graduation, we actually removed the graduation fee. So for a while, students were charged a fee for graduation, $20 for the degree, $5 for each diploma and certificate that went along with it, and we decided that was just a barrier that was not necessary, and we could manage graduation without charging that to students. Academically, within their programs, there were lots of changes, and we're aware of them. The student up front may not be aware of them, but hopefully they experienced a cleaner program, I'll say. We removed a lot of electives and removed some credit hours in the programs themselves so that students had still got the core that they needed, got all the skills that they needed and the content that they needed, but without the extras that if the content was covered someplace else, they didn't need to do it twice. We really looked closely at each class that was part of the program and determined if it was necessary, if it was redundant, if the content was covered twice, if there was a different class that maybe could take the place of two classes. We really tried to make the program as streamlined as possible without adding extras.
Well, thank you. Well, your fingerprints are all over this award. How does it make you feel to know that this college on behalf of the work of you and your staff and the remainder of the faculty and staff here at the college, receive this acknowledgement?
I mean, certainly it's always nice to receive an award and to get some acknowledgement, certainly national acknowledgement especially. But really the biggest motivating factor for me, and I'm sure for most of us here, is our students and their success. And that's what this is about. We know that we've made an impact on our students. We know that we continue to do that. Graduation rates have significantly increased. Number of certifications, third-party certifications, workforce credentials. Students are walking away from their experience at Wayne employable and ready to go for the workforce, and that's what we want.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Joanna. We want you all to know how proud you should be of your college and the quality of folks we have working with students here at Wayne Community College. We hope you'll visit us soon, and students, if you're interested, check us out, whether you're trying to get right back into the workforce or you want to transfer. What you should know now is if you come to Wayne, you will achieve your goals. Thank you for joining us today. Hear that? If that's in your backyard, you probably have a flock of cedar waxwings there. Cedar waxwings are beautiful birds, but rarely seen. But in this part of the country, southeastern United States, they're in their migratory pattern right now. So if you have bushes that bear any type of berries, and all of a sudden you hear a lot of noise out in the back or wherever your berry bushes are located that sounded like those songs, you have cedar waxwings present. And they aren't common birds to see, so this is a treat when you see them because they can emaciate a berry bush in 10 to 15 minutes and then be gone, never to be seen again. So today, my bird for you is the cedar waxwing.